now.
We'll get there.
He did earlier.
I thought about doing the show.
Decided to do a test.
Yeah, I would have been considering doing the entire show topless.
Lucky us.
Is that Chad eating?
George eats everywhere.
Here we go. What I love about this show is that we can say anything and nobody will ever know.
George, let's eat and eat.
George,
that's sexy.
Everywhere.
That's true.
That's somebody peeking through your window.
It has begun. Woo!
Can the public at large listen to us now, or is it just the music?
I don't know. They're even looking at you. Wow.
Good. The good thing about this show is you can chew ice, and everybody thinks it's a show. I think Jessica has become the biggest fan of this show.
Why?
She's here to support.
Nobody knows why. It's like because she's the only fan of the show. That's why.
My text.
I logged in on 7 devices just to make our numbers look better. Phenomena. That is just like, look like they stuffed you in that whole outfit there.
Oh, they stuffed me so well.
Woo!
Laura, can you actually hear us? Like, is this just music, or I'm curious? Like, because we're sitting here.
You're even more confused. You're even more confused than Chad.
I'm a fan of the guests and the host. The show is still in question.
That's the reaction he gave us when we asked him to be on the phone.
Yes. That's my my De Niro.
Oh, Lainey's watching the show. Wow.
Yeah, it's spring break. There's no dance.
Look at that. Lainey doesn't show up for her own husband. She shows up for me.
Yeah. Okay. Wow.
I'm
I'm regretting this.
My most favorite message I ever got from Lainey. It's actually my most favorite friend request ever. Lainey friend requested me, said with the and then sent me a DM that said, "I suppose we should be friends if I have to share you with my husband."
He knew about your man crush. I mean, you did come on here earlier and take your clothes off. So,
hey, play your cards right. That might happen again.
I've got video to prove it.
We're gonna have a segment for that.
Video to prove it.
Oh, Leo Medell is showing off that he actually watches my actual shows. Wow.
Chad, I don't have any birthday presents. But
God,
what
that
I
beard's
do
amazing.
have are a particular set of skills. Skills I've developed over a lifetime of making people laugh. I'm going to wish you a happy birthday and a happy Thanksgiving. And if you do not like and comment on this video, I will find you. I will hug you. And I will grab your butt. Probably.
Get back.
He just stopped mid-sentence. That was his birthday call to me a few years ago. It was like, and I don't even had met him in real life yet. So there you go.
I don't know if you...
What? Are you just dumbfounded? Are you still here, Daniel?
I'm here. George is talking in the background, and I was like, he just keeps talking and talking and talking. I think he thinks he's on air, and I'm just like, okay, I'll just let him talk to himself, and I'm listening.
Yeah,
So.
This is the one scene where we actually mute the guest, so you can hear him. I can't. So because you guys are in that that room there.
But I kind of like this pose of playing Chad, just sitting there and.
It's just weird. Usually you're like, hi, welcome to Subpellucid, blah, 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 blah. And today you just look like I don't know. You started a new medication.
I look like... Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to Subpellucid, the show where you can start your new medication and nobody will even know that it's not you because there's something off. Because the show is completely off. We frankly don't know why we do it, and we don't, and even more so, we have no idea why you are watching. But the two of you that are here with us here today in the audience, thank you. We appreciate it, Mom and Dad. Very kind of you. And yeah, I think we even have some more family members here of our guests today. Maybe George's mom is going to be in the audience. Thanks for joining in. That's cute. Send them your love. Maybe we'll bring you on the air even too. That'll be even cooler. Yeah, we know Long Island moms are very huggy and love their kids, so it's a good thing. Even though that, yeah, I think technically George is very proud, very proud. Yeah. So we've got what have we got? How would you describe? How do you introduce George, Chad? What would you say about George?
Well, I mean, first of all, it's the first time we've ever had a guest where we had to get permission to use his real name. So that was awkward. Didn't realize that depending on where this is broadcast, that there's warrants, lots and lots of warrants. So, how would I introduce George? George, for me, is just a good friend. He's, as you saw in the video a moment ago, he has a particular set of skills. I don't know how useful they are, but he has them. But he agreed to be here. He agreed to move up the date to be here with us because someone had to cancel. And so there you go. He's just an all-around good guy. He's George.
George.
So there
George,
you go.
I think, yeah. I wonder if that's Yorgos would be the original name. We'll ask him. Is it Yorgos or?
I don't know.
Let's. Where does that come from? Let's bring him in and ask him.
Let's get him.
There was no sound effect. Ah, yes, the salt bake craze. Yeah.
What was that you were smacking there, man?
Oh, that would be the Easter lamb, my friend. Every Easter we do a full lamb, and it's glorious.
So for those of you who don't know what an Greek Easter is, it's something you do where you bring a lot of guests, put them inside the house, and you go outside by yourself in the cold wearing sweaters and jackets and put a lamb on the fire, roast an entire lamb, take care of it while all the guests are inside drinking. And then you bring in, and you're out there in the cold and maybe rain or snow, and then you bring the lamb and they eat it up quickly, and then you go back out to make some more meat. And then they go home, drive home drunk, and you also have to clean up after them. That's Greek Easter or Lamb Day. Cool. George, nice to meet you. Nice to see you, have you here on the show with us.
Daniel, we've met many times before.
Yeah, but
you even interviewed me for a job.
Oh, you want to bring that up? Okay.
No, I
don't. Look, George, I call Daniel an hour before the show each week, just to remind him who I am. so it's fine.
Yeah.
No big deal. I don't know if
Oh,
you saw.
God,
yeah.
Can you see
Chum.
Jessica's comment, George? I don't know if you have the screen.
Jessica, you're amazing. And if anyone hurts Jessica, I'll kill them.
And just like that, the show was shut down.
The show's over. That's it. We're done. Okay. Let's
get to know George, huh?
Screen capture that. Yeah, let's get to know George.
Let's
I guess we should. I guess we should.
Hey, what's up, everybody? So,
Oh boy.
I got a really strange package.
Getting to know all
Selective editing.
about you.
So we're in the segment that we call getting to know George. It's one of those days where, we want to get to know
Or
George.
Jorge for our bilingual audience.
Okay. Or Yorgos. Do you sometimes what did they call you at when you were a kid? What was your nickname?
Big George.
Butthead.
Big who was Little George?
So, all right. I'm curious. Your promotion thing. You said something about, was it tender farmer?
Soothing.
Soothing farmer. Was that like a dig at the etymology of my name?
Yeah, we looked up the meaning of your name.
Because I'm like soothing farmer. I've never heard that before. Now the etymology of the name. You see, this is what happens when you come from one of the earliest civilizations in human history. There's a good amount of cultural appropriation that takes place, and things get lost in translation. No, the name George does not mean soothing farmer.
No, but when combined with your last name.
So all right, listen. All right. George in Greek is, where's my camera? My camera's actually in my camera bag.
Yeah, what was your name again?
Yeah, so the name George in Greek is, the way that I spell it. It comes from Saint George, which in Greek that is spelled Georgios. There's also Yorgo or Yorgos, which is the shorter version. My way has more letters, and George. When you split it in half, it actually means earth worker. So
like a farmer.
No, earth worker. So, but here's the thing: it's not farmer. It's not occupation work. It's in function work. So it's yeo, which means earth, and then
Which farmers also say, yeah.
No, only Texans say that. And ergos, which means work as in function, hence ergonomics. That's where ergonomics come. Ergonomical, that ergos. So functional earth worker. That's the etymology
like
of
a
the name
farmer.
George, not soothing farmer. Excuse me.
No, but the soothing came from the root, from what I found, of your last name.
There's the Damanis, dude. No. There's in the early Greek names. I don't know how. I mean, my name could have been shortened at some point in immigration. I don't know. In early, there's no like. I don't even know how. There's no meaning to my last name. It's just Damanis.
So if you take the
family,
S off, apparently there's a word Damani, maybe.
The mani
Means
is
soothing.
the effeminate. No, it's the effeminate way of saying a Greek last name. So if you're an actual,
So you're an
a Greek
effeminate farmer.
female- No, because my last name ends in S, and I'm not Italian. Those names end in I. Chadwick.
I'm just saying it said Greek. It said your name without an S, and then it said soothing. And then
all I
earth
know is the
worker.
Greeks-
Who will call you soothing earth worker? You're soothingly ergonomic.
Fine.
I just know that the Greeks invented the Windex, and they copied the alphabet from the Hebrews, and that's all there is to it. So, George, I'm gonna read the first question off the run of the show here, and because Chad doesn't trust me anymore, so what does he want me to do? He wants me like something plane crash. Can you explain that?
I didn't write that. You wrote that.
Something plane crash.
Plane crash. Something with a plane crash. I don't know. I'm too lazy to like what.
I was a rescue worker at Ground Zero on September 11th. Is that the path you want to take this?
Were you really? So
Yeah.
tell us about it. Yeah. Wow. So you what does it mean, a ground worker? So you are an Earth. You mean an Earth laborer?
Rescue worker at Ground Zero, where the planes hit in the World Trade Center on September 11th, 2001. I had just graduated boot camp September 7th, 2001. My first day on duty at Coast Guard Station Eaton's Neck in Long Island was September 10th. September 11th happened. Prior to my life in the Coast Guard, I was an EMT, and got myself on an ambulance, and
Wow.
Spent some time in Lower Manhattan, bringing a couple of firefighters to hospital, to St. Vincent's Hospital. The St. Vincent's has since been acquired and changed its name, but St. Vincent's Hospital down in the Village. Helped evacuate a building across from Ground Zero.
Wow.
Yeah, that's all I really want to talk about.
No, that's fine. That's fine. I didn't know. I thought Daniel had found something else about something that you had been involved with a plane crash. So honestly,
Yeah.
I mean, I also rescued, recovered from a helicopter crash out in San Diego. A Navy helicopter went down, and I recovered. My boat crew. I led the boat crew that recovered the body of the rescue swimmer. I mean, again, I mean, if you're going to bring up something about plane crashes, then it's going to be like pretty morbid. I mean,
yeah. I used to write Daniel's questions. He wanted to start writing them himself. What are you gonna do?
Are you talking about a blog that I wrote about the Coast Guard's response to a plane crash?
Yeah, frankly, I couldn't understand a thing. I was like, like I want to just tell us the story. Like you were like responding to a plane crash, and like what did you do something there, or did you just fly by and take a photo from the air and write a blog post about a plane crash?
No, I wrote a blog post. So high school friend of mine, Philip Durner, fantastic guy, he's since had to pass on the site because of a job that he took, but he bought the plane spotting site, and he was running the plane spotting and blogging site, NewYorkCityAviation.com, NYCAviation.com, and I contributed with a blog about how the Coast Guard responds to a plane crash. I think there were 3 plane crashes, or 3 aerial crashes, helicopter and planes, while I was stationed in California during the 3 years that I was there. And I was involved in the search and recovery for 2 of those. So I wrote from the rescuer's perspective how the Coast Guard responds to those events. It's
interesting.
Keep in mind that the blog is specific for a very niche audience.
I guess,
for people
he's
who are
taking
like
notes. I don't know what he's doing over there.
Aviation enthusiasts. I mean,
Sure.
Yeah, it was technical, but
gotcha. Well, that's probably why Daniel didn't get it. It was technical.
Oh, sorry.
So
were you guys talking?
Let's go a different direction here.
I'm funny. I mean, do we have to talk about like things like that? Like
that,
let's talk about George. Yeah, come on the show. Let's talk about death.
Right? No kidding. And all of your experiences with it. So let's head this direction. You post a lot of photos of things that you grill and smoke. So how
Jay,
did that become a
yours.
thing?
Hold on, time out. It's yours. Enjoy that URL.
Okay.
So all right,
Thanks.
get back to my passion of smoking and
Yeah.
posting photos.
Yeah.
of
When
my
did
meat.
you give yourself the title Grill Master?
I would have to say that was actually bestowed upon me in San Diego when I won the all services barbecue competition.
All services?
Yes. There's in San Diego. There's the Army, the Marines, the Navy, the Coast Guard, even the Air Force. So all.
Even
All
the
of
Air
them.
Force?
Even.
That was a dig because Chad has family in the Air Force. So
Wow. Now
No,
we're
but
now we're
that's
attacking
like-
each other's children.
No, Air Force. But it is a fact that Air Force is considered superior to definitely the Coast Guard. I mean, Navy,
only in golf courses on their bases.
Oh, come on! An airplane can take down a ship from. Aircraft carriers are sitting ducks. You just
Well,
can
the Coast
take
Guard
them
doesn't
down
have
from-
aircraft carriers, Daniel. That's the Navy, and I'll tell you I'll tell you this: there's more planes in the ocean than there's boats in the sky. So who's really winning?
This show is it's losing. That's for sure.
Show is
Wow.
sinking.
This show is sinking fast. Yeah.
What do Air Force guys
okay.
know about grilling? I have no idea. I wasn't in the Air Force. Okay. Obviously nothing because the Coastie beat them. So.
Oh man,
There you
I was
go.
in the Armored Corps, so we're like down to earth
You
people.
were in the Amish Corps?
Armored Corps.
I think he
I was
said he
in a-
rode
I was
he
kind of
rode
a
in an
tank.
armored car.
My-
I'm sorry. Well,
Yeah,
the
right.
accent is
Yeah, it was obviously
Okay,
a foreign armed service.
Yeah, well, an allied forces.
It's the
So
Austrian concept.
it's always a
You were in
debate.
World War
Am I
II.
considered? Am I considered a veteran? So I served 3 years. In
I
the
consider
military.
foreign service members to be veterans. Absolutely. I've had a lot of great experiences with veterans from foreign services, Canada, Australia. Hell yeah.
So when it comes to like discounts for veterans, all that, should I say? Is it okay for me to say I'm a veteran?
Yeah, I mean, sure. What are you gonna say? No? I mean, more often than if I go to Home Depot and I ask for the veteran discount, which really just takes off tax, and that's fine. They ask me for my ID, so I mean.
Okay, so this ship is sinking. Okay, so anyway, you
What are you thinking about?
thinking about the next question. Like we had a okay, so we looked up your history, and you don't list all of your work history on LinkedIn. For instance, you didn't write about your time you served as a bodyguard.
Well, yeah, certain jobs are what the Greeks call kato to trapezi.
Exactly.
Which means trapezi means table, and kato means under. So certain jobs,
You were basically avoiding paying taxes. You were working under the table.
I was paid cash.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay.
It's called
as a
moonlighting,
bodyguard. Okay,
Daniel. It's
so
called moonlighting.
you were no, that's called tax evasion. So you were working under the table as a bodyguard for who? Like, why was it under the table? What kind of who were you escorting?
I worked private security for a TV show that was being shot, and I don't think it ever got picked up. They were aiming to have it picked. They were aiming to sell it to a streaming service. It was based off of a set of dystopian society books. I forgot what the title was, but the big pull, the main character of the show was Liam Neeson's son, Michael, and I was security for Michael Neeson. I told him if he was taken, I'd find him. I did it in his dad's voice, and he's like, "That's pretty good."
That was the most dystopian, long, winding.
Listen,
answer.
Daniel, if you didn't want to have long answers, you shouldn't have had me on the show.
This is a valid point.
That is a valid point.
Point.
So
you're about to turn 40.
I am next month.
Yeah. What's going through your head as that approaches?
Well, my knees hit 20 years ago, so I mean it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. You feel like you're like where you wanted to be by the time you're 40?
Yeah. I got a wonderful family. I got beautiful kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something was happening with the sound. Are we like the sound in my ears just went out?
Yeah, whatever Daniel just did, it went off and then he just turned it back on.
Okay.
I think it's Daniel.
I just muted myself for a second. That's Chad,
why did you fart?
Oh my gosh! You know your mom is watching this show.
I have
He
to
didn't
believe me.
fart?
If she was watching out there, I love you, son would have been up there already. So.
Right,
Yeah,
can you
no,
smell
at
it?
least now we know that little fuzzy feedbacky kind of noise we're getting is from Daniel's side. So, because when you muted yourself, it went away. So, during your fart break.
Well, we know what sound effects we need to add to the show. Well, I think this segment should have been over. Yeah, there we go. This was the longest getting to know you.
Well, we're actually gonna move into something we haven't done before. So let's go do that.
And I really feel like doing this is gonna help me get back on track. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope you tune in and follow me along.
Nope.
Yep.
Nope.
That's the impact we have.
Nope. Didn't happen. Am I wearing the same shirt? No, I'm not. No. Similar shirt, similar pattern, but no.
To what? Oh, the last
shirt
video?
that I was wearing in the last video.
Gotcha. So Daniel,
what are you thinking about?
You're yeah. So I think Chad is cueing me to say this is a segment we call. He just likes hearing me state the obvious. What are you thinking of? So this is a sinking boat, and so Chad, when this is when I think when I hear George's kids in the background, and they say, it's so great to be past that age of 40 with those little kids around, whining and crying, and then you have to put them to bed, and you find any excuse you can, like getting on some lame show, just to be able to say, I can't take care of the kids right now. I have a live show coming up. So,
well, John, thank you for being our one viewer on YouTube.
Oh, it was John. Yeah, it's
John.
John. Is the viewer.
John said,
Thank
"Thanks to you. Thanks to you, we lost our 500 viewers we had over on YouTube. So thanks a lot, Mr. Fart Joke."
Yeah. Well, this is a segment that we just came up with, which we wanted to mess around with a bit and see 10 minutes ago and see. Okay, we dug up like different situations you had in your life, and we wanted to know what were you thinking back then. So we're gonna show you some photos, and you're gonna tell us, what you think now that you were thinking then. Then we're gonna show you what you were actually thinking.
Okay.
So let's.
I didn't know about that part.
Oh, you didn't know about that, but it's because you don't read my show notes.
Gotcha.
So let's see. So what are we doing, Chad?
No, we'll bring these up. We'll hear. What we also want to hear what those who are watching think. George must have been thinking in that particular photo or moment. So send your comments in.
Yes,
we're going to pull up some photos, and we'll start with this.
Yeah, I don't know. I was at. I know exactly where this was. This was in a botanical garden in southeastern Pennsylvania. I was with my wife walking around. We were bored one day before we had kids. We would have actually been trying to walk out our oldest kid at that time, if that was in 2015. But yeah, my wife just wanted me to sit down next to the flowers. Just went for a bite.
And what made you think, you know what, I'll do this
I
pose?
I do things to make my wife smile. Whatever I can to make my wife smile. And you know what?
Oh.
It worked.
Oh, I didn't realize it was such a sentimental moment.
No, that's never. Listen, I go vegan for Lent, and that's I never want to go vegan. Trust me, I make homemade bacon. There's never a want to go vegan.
My favorite part of this photo are the people back there walking that have no idea that you're down there eating the plants.
I didn't actually eat it. I just put it in my mouth.
Well, thank you for clarifying.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah, I never inhaled that.
So another doing something funny for the sake of making a good funny image. That's actually Lake Huron, I believe. We were in Taos at our good friend Heather and Garrett's Heather's parents' house, and they live on the lake. And the day before, the lake was there, and the next morning we woke up to like 2 feet of snow. Thank you, Michigan, and that's like the end of the dune, I guess, where it sort of comes up like that. It's just like a small 2-foot cliff. I went down, got down on my knees, and made it like I was falling into the ice or something because the lake was there. So yeah,
that's Lake Huron is like the lamest of the Great Lakes. Like you think of
it's Taos, Michigan's. Where's the camera? There. It's right here.
Oh, you got the hand. Nice. Yeah. You got the glove. Yeah, the mitten. It's yeah.
I just hit a bullseye at Social Media Week Lima 2019 with an axe.
Yeah. Okay, so we know exactly what actually happened there because, first of all, every show we have photos for Social Media Week Lima.
Because it's the best conference ever.
Because the truth is, it's because everybody there were a couple of people who watched the show. They've been there, or it's their show really. So we always make sure to put some photos there to make this show to make them happy. But we know what happened here is that you came early. Nobody wanted to play with you, and you were just like waiting, hanging out, and saying, "Look at me! Please join me! Please join the game! Please join the game!"
I was sharing a lane with Julie, so Julie can definitely attest because she's the one who took that photo. So Julie can attest that that actually occurred.
Oh, that's really cool. Because Julie's going to be on the show.
Julie is in the comments as of 5:32.
Yeah,
I figured the person who threw it just missed.
They did. Well, so that would have been Julie. And so how did Julie do in axe throwing?
Good.
She
we both got we both got what do you call it? Bullseyes. So all right, so shout out to my father-in-law who's taking the photo from the other angle. Katie took this photo. Why do I have a shirt on? False advertising. So no, Deb, we had Shake Shack tonight. This is from Linvilla Orchard, Linvilla Orchards, and also in southeastern Pennsylvania. And wonderful, wonderful place. And they have an all-you-can-carry pumpkin thing. And I carried a lot of pumpkins. So there's pumpkins everywhere. I had them in my sleeves. I had them in my hood. They were they were all over my head. The 3 biggest ones were up there. The biggest one of all was tucked inside the sweatshirt to help me support the other 3. Yeah, there's a science to all you can carry pumpkins. It was great. You pay one price, and it's whatever you carry out.
You should have wore
You actually have to
sweatpants.
walk. You have to walk no. If you drop them, you don't get to keep them. But you have to walk like a set distance with whatever you carry.
This is I tagged that photo. Are you happy to see me, or is that a pumpkin in your shirt?
Remember, he's from Boston.
I'm self-medicated today.
This was my cousin Mike's wedding, and that was first time I breakdanced since like the Audis.
By the way, Julie said that was her bullseye, and you were taking credit for it.
No, it's another bull there. Julie knows better.
I believe
she said.
Julie here, 100%, 100%.
Well, you have to say that because you're her boss.
I hate that term.
How did you get the lights?
gosh.
Daniel was wondering how you got the lights to kind of have the same shape as your legs.
Or did I get my legs the same shape as the lights?
Oh,
That's deep, man.
the show just got meta.
I'm just in awe of the audience you've got there. You've got like little girls in the audience. You've got
It's a
everybody.
Greek wedding, baby. It's a Greek wedding. That's how we roll.
I see cousin Nikos, Nikki,
Nikos, Nikolaos,
Nikolai.
Nicoletta. Yep.
Yeah, they're all there.
Yes, I've seen the movie. This is
Yeah.
what I do to my enemies when they ask me dumb questions.
You see, he's out in the sweater all by himself in the backyard, roasting the goat, and everybody else is drinking happily indoors. That's the way it goes.
My cousin John's house in Flemington, New Jersey. I caught a lot of flack for that Argyle sweater with the green polo beneath it.
Can't imagine why.
Yeah, my brother did something really funny with this photo and actually turned it like, I don't know if you remember that app that turned people fat. He turned he did it. He did it with this one. It was hilarious. But yeah, I just want to take another. It's just me taking a funny. I mean, Chad knows. Chad does dumb stuff to get laughs. I mean, it's the same thing. It's
Started
it's
the show with
just
Dan.
me. Yeah, there you go. Did you get laughs for this?
Sadly,
Yeah,
not
so
this
it's just
episode,
me
no.
taking. We had just butchered the cooked lamb to serve it. The head was left over. I grabbed the head off the table. I grabbed the knife and
Wow.
needless to say, Mr. Pullum, proof that I never want to be vegan.
It said it's your audition for The
What?
Walking Dead.
Oh.
There you go.
Deadhead. That's a Deadhead fan right there.
Yeah, it's my brother. My brother and I looks like there's a Santa hat, so it was definitely post Christmas dinner at my parents' old house. They recently sold and moved to Eastern Long Island. That's the house that I grew up in, and obviously we ate our full. And
Does it matter?
You're very
if somebody- Does it matter that it's in Eastern Long Island? And like,
well, yeah,
can't you just say Long Island?
No, because Long Island is the largest island in the country. So Eastern Long Island, and my parents are 75 miles away. I mean, that's what's that in Texas distance, Chad? What, Austin to Dallas? Austin to Houston?
Austin to
75
Dallas.
miles?
How many?
75 miles?
75 miles. Houston's not even
That's
75
nothing.
miles from me. It's 100 miles from me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I
Dallas.
think the entirety of Long Island is something like 125 miles. So, like the length.
That's
of
only
Long
from me
Island,
to
so
Houston.
it's-
Texas is 870 miles across.
Okay, well, I'm not saying that Long Island is as big as Texas. I'm trying to find a set of places that I could fit Long Island
100
into to help you understand how big the
175
island is.
miles. It'd be,
It's like
I don't know, 2/3 of the way to Austin for me.
Think like maybe, I don't know,
It's like people in Long
Delaware,
Island
the state of
think
Delaware.
that it's like this gigantic suburban, like 1950s, like post, it's just like a giant suburb. It's the
No,
epitome
George, it was a
of the
delicious
American
wine.
suburb. And so people in Long Island are desperate to say, no, I don't live in the suburban part of Long Island. I live in, the other part of Long Island. The houses are slightly bigger, and we've got a couple of vineyards there. And we got Long Island
Long
wine,
suburbs.
world
You
famous in
leave-
Long Island
You
wine.
leave New York to go to Long Island to escape the city, go to the suburbs. It's all a suburb, just different suburbs.
Yeah.
Some of the
No, it's
suburbs have
huge.
more backyard.
Of course,
It's the
I
suburbs.
told you my family's from Nassau County as well. So
Mhm.
that's where my parents grew up, Wantagh and Seaford. So,
Yep.
all right. Well,
My sister
we're
lives
gonna
5
have
minutes from you, George. Yeah.
What was I
we're gonna let
thinking?
you
I was
guys
thinking
keep
there was-
chatting, but we're gonna take a little break. Our little
Chatting?
intermission. It's gonna be a
I don't wanna
little
chat.
longer than normal because this is the longest clip I think we've ever played.
You gonna play the whole thing?
George opening a bottle of wine.
Man,
do you know why?
we don't care why. We just want to see how badly this ends.
It doesn't end badly at all. So Amanda Robinson lost her wine opener. So her corkscrew, and I made a joke that you could do it this way. So I made a video of, and I actually sat there and I cut because it took me like 20 minutes to do this. And I think in the caption I wrote like, I would never do this. I would never do this unless I had to. And I didn't say it was easy.
I can't believe you
looks
did it.
like-
That you did the whole 20 minutes. Just
All right. It's been about 10 minutes.
Yeah, there you go. 10 minutes, whatever.
My wrist is kind of hurt, but I got that much purchase on it. So from this point,
Man, you look at Carl Urban there. Billy
oh
Butcher.
my gosh, too funny, man. Too funny.
I actually
Where'd you
sent,
learn that?
and this is this. I don't know. I honestly,
internet?
I don't know where I learned that from. I just knew it was possible.
That's what happens when you're scrolling through TikTok all night.
That was way before TikTok. Man. That was like 17, 18 or something like that. But what's great was.
That's what happens.
I got something funny for after this too. Hold on. Here it comes. Here's the payoff. Hold on.
go see Infinity War.
No. Yeah, so that was the fifth take. I couldn't get the lighting right, and that was the fifth take of me saying go see Infinity War.
Oh man.
Okay, fine. So this is a segment that new segment that we thought it would be interesting. Like we saw some of your photos, and we thought, yeah, you're getting the point here. Yeah, we thought, well, what would happen if we put your photos on Tinder, and would people swipe right or left, and who would? So we created our own app. We called it Subpar, and we wanted to see would you swipe right or left on the following things here, and also John, if you're still with us, there are one viewer and haven't left. I know Julie is on the Clubhouse and she's pretending to be here with us on the show. Because yeah, so would you swipe right or left on any of these?
I have
All
an
right.
answer.
Yeah,
Well, we'd love
It's
your
as simple
answer.
as that.
We definitely would like to hear what other people have to say. So here we go.
yeah.
Bachelor number one.
My dad's house is cold. Which way do I have to swipe to go to go away?
Green means go. Pink means
Oh, pink.
no.
Pink. Get pink.
Let's see if
By
I
the way,
can
that's
make
my
this work
brother.
here.
That's my brother's hat.
Oh, that's your brother's hat?
My brother's hat. Yeah, and I was actually in my brother's room when I took this photo. There you go. Oh yeah, you know I can handle those udders. Definitely green.
That cat was asking for it.
That's at the in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, in the Turkey Hill ice cream factory.
Wow.
Turkey Hill. It's not
So you
Cow Hill, Cattle Hill.
I think I mean this kind of like this shows off the guns and your ability to handle whatever you handle. So is this like a swipe right? Is this a swipe right? I don't know.
Yeah, it's green, bro, green.
Okay, all right.
Green all the way.
Green.
Yarr.
First of all, let me say, I think you would make an absolutely beautiful woman with a mustache.
It's Captain Hook.
Either way.
That's Captain James Hook right there, man.
I've heard it both ways.
Okay, if you say so.
John says if I was visually impaired, I'd swipe right. What are we thinking?
Who, me?
Yeah, we swiping right or left on this one?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not really into pirates, so what?
Okay.
I knew this was going to make it. It was really what's great is I had just shared this in the Now Marketing group, like our personal chat room, and I was making fun of myself. I make fun of this.
What goes on at that company?
Man, this right here. This is the quintessential like 19-year-old D-bag Long Islander kid, like frosted tips, highlights, the tinted shades at night, the puka shell necklace, you know, showing off the swimmer's bod right there. Bro, do you even lift? You know, the Calvins sticking out there. The only thing I don't make fun of in this photo are my Air Jesus Teva sandals right there, because I would still rock those. Those are the best, most comfortable sandals ever.
Yep.
But yeah. Oh yeah, but you know what, dude? That hard body, you gotta swipe right.
I loved my Tevas, man.
My brother took that picture when we went fishing in the Jersey Shore. Yeah, that big old bulbous butt. Yeah, you going left with that.
Going left with that
this
one.
Is the one. There and left.
I'm not a butt man.
This is the photo that inspired us to create this segment.
Really?
So yes.
Okay. You like my butt? Where are you swiping, Daniel?
I'm either, in this case, I'm up, wedgie style. Just go.
Wow.
Just go right up.
Making fun of my wife. So Katie was trying to do some like we're doing kneeboarding and water skiing and stuff like that in Lake Gaston on my buddy's at the back of my buddy's boat, and Katie just pops this pose. And yeah, it's a great image. I'm swiping right on that. That was a great time.
So is every other man in America.
Yeah. You just looks insane. Swipe left. Go get it. Go fast.
Yeah.
Oh, the tactical mustache.
I thought you were auditioning for Narcos.
No, I think this was right after my knee surgery, and I was shaving off my leaf beard, and I left the little patch there.
You know, this I think of this. I watched this, and I think you're like either a cross between a corrupt jail warden and the Mexican drug dealer.
Why is it gotta be a corrupt jail warden?
Because you never trust a guy in a mustache.
Okay, left. I'm not done with mustache rights.
You're done with it. Now this guy.
This guy is a good time. You're going right with that.
Yeah, this I can almost hear you. This one, like, who has 2 thumbs and wears bow
There's 2 thumbs and
ties?
wears a bow tie. This guy.
This guy. I also told Daniel when I saw it that if I had had time, I needed to add like one of those little cling, little off your teeth. Cling.
Fun fact: this is the bow tie that set off me buying bow ties. I borrowed this from a friend of ours, Christy Hastings, and she taught me how to tie it. And from then on, I was for business attire, you wear a necktie, and for fun, you wear a bow tie.
I didn't know you had a bow tie kind of thing going.
I do.
I've only had to tie one.
Bow ties.
I've only had to tie one once, and it was we were at Disney World for.
Cool story. Next picture.
Anyway,
Of course,
I couldn't figure it out.
you know.
I couldn't figure it out.
Of course. You
Oh,
know,
we already
in
saw
Thailand,
that
they
one.
just call it the boat.
Yeah, swipe right. You know that
Yeah.
man can provide.
We're
for you.
keeping him.
I believe this was setting up for for what do you call it, Halloween. I was doing my Georgios Tsoukalos aliens thing. So
What?
you know Ancient Aliens? You don't know Ancient Aliens? Oh, swipe left. Okay, let's go. Come on.
Oh gosh, yeah. Let's
You,
not get
you know
into
you're
that.
swiping right with that handsome man right there.
Swiping
taking
right.
ladies.
I'm making it my
Mhm.
screensaver.
Oh yeah, you are. Look at that. Look at that. Oh
Okay.
yeah. Yes, Chad. Yes, Chad made me the most epic video from that party. Fun fact: Daniel paid me for that party. Anyway, swiping right because
Wait, hold on a second. What I'm wondering here is like, why are you obsessed with your arm hairs and taking photos of them?
I was holding the plant out of the way, Daniel, so I could take a photo of Andrea Vall.
Did Andrea Vall know that?
She did. She did.
It's like a creepy guy in the bushes.
I was
with
adding
looking outside the restaurant.
foreground element for more visual interest.
There was part of me that night
If-
that wanted to pick up my phone and call 911. Hey, there's a guy in the bushes.
So you know what? Swipe left, just because without any context. I mean, I know what I'm doing, but without any context, that's creepy as hell. So swipe left.
You know what's this interesting thing about that was when the second they saw the photo, I knew exactly where that was. That was so sad.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He did safety conscious, man, but he looks like a dweeb. Swipe left.
He looks like
What's going on here? What is this?
My wife and I were doing a tour, a self-guided go-car tour in San Francisco. And what's really funny is that go-car only goes forward. You cannot reverse, so you can't parallel park. However, we were going uphill, so I let it coast backwards so I could parallel park it. And my wife took a photo of me parallel parking the go-car that only goes forward.
I figured I figured it was parallel parking. I didn't know the uphill downhill. That's awesome.
Yeah,
But you
It's
said-
awesome because Chad and I were saying that's exactly like the Austin Powers car when he gets stuck and he can't go reverse, and now we know why he couldn't go backwards with that car. Now the scene makes perfect sense. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
C is for cookie, that's good enough for me. C is for cookie, that's good enough for me. C is for cookie, that's good enough for me. Oh, cookie starts with C.
Oh boy, oh boy. Num 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 num.
It was interesting. I was actually kind of surprised that you had to look at the monitor for the lyrics.
Yeah, you know what? It might have just been like a impulse kind of a thing, you know? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was
No, I
impulse
get it.
lyric
I get
looking
it.
up.
Yeah.
Well, this is our big finish.
Hi,
This is
this is our big finish. This is Kermit the Frog, and we're gonna stick George in this elevator, and
Exactly.
and George is gonna go in and give us his 60-second elevator pitch. Yay! Ah!
Man, he's watched the show. I
Wow.
can't believe we have a guest that's actually watched the show.
Wait,
Go,
where's
George.
hold on. I can't do this without Miss Nancy.
This
Miss
is the
Nancy has
first
to push me in.
time Nancy's ever missed a show, so I take it personal.
Oh, I do take it personally.
Yeah. It's Tim, and Tim hasn't paged her, I guess.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tim.
Shout out to Tim. You know, he hasn't shouted out. Like, he does this thing. He shows up in the beginning.
He was
of
here
show,
at the
and end of
beginning.
show, he does a couple of shout outs. Yeah, that's what he does. And that's his trick. We figured it out. He just shows up, shouts out, leaves, comes back at the end, shouts out, leaves, and everybody's like, how come Tim is on all these shows?
Yeah. Has Tim been a guest yet?
Oh,
yeah.
Long
That
time
was
ago.
quite a
He almost
show.
had to cancel because he had a mouse in his office. It's a true story. Okay, the elevator's going. It's your time. Go ahead.
Okay, cool. Hi, I'm George. I'm just
He's
gonna
not
sit
sure.
here quietly. This is gonna be the most awkward elevator pitch ever.
Oh man, George.
Shh, this is his
George the
time.
Menace. We can we can bring up 9/11 again, maybe.
There
or
we go.
something.
So, my friend Brian and I are starting a podcast. It's going to be a backyard cooking podcast called Grill Warriors. We bought the URL. It's not up yet, but it will be grillwarriors.com. GeorgeEatsEverywhere.com, GeorgeDamanis.com. That's where you find me. Love you, Chad. Love you, Daniel.
Well, there you go.
Love you too, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
If you get
know,
a friend request from me, don't accept it. Whatever you do, do not accept my Facebook friend requests.
And normally we would go to our credits, but I was trying to get the new segment together with the swipe left that I ran out of time. So no sponsors.
Yeah,
I guess we're not getting paid.
I kind of feel like you put in like so much work into Troy's episode, and you just sort of mailed this one in. I mean, I don't know.
Wow. Yeah, how hard it was to create the whole new swipe right, swipe left. You got two new segments. You got the what is he thinking?
Chadwick, I am surprised that I was really expecting our first collaboration to make an appearance. I'm disappointed. It's considering that it's like the most embarrassing thing I've ever made on the internet.
Are you talking about the Christmas song?
The Christmas, that horrible Christmas song.
Like, even this show has standards. I looked at it and I was like, we're already like towing the line.
Why am I?
That was going to be the video that would have that'd have been the end of the show. Subpellucid's over. George's Christmas song did us in.
That's bad. But quick cool story about the
Here we
because
go.
what you didn't hear, but apparently I was only whispering in Daniel's ear, was for the Liam Neeson taken birthday message I sent to you. We hadn't met. I don't think we've even spoken before. I've never heard your voice. And you messaged me after I sent you that video, and you're like, how did you get a recording of me saying good luck? And I said, I didn't. That was me. I just did it in the voice that I thought you would sound like. And you're like, wow, that sounded just like me.
Yeah, it was weird and creepy. I thought about that when I watched it, when I was putting the show together, because I hadn't watched the video in a while, and the end came on, and I remember it's like, oh, that's right. I remember that part. I was thinking, where did he get that Begum voice?
That was one of the best things I've ever recorded and edited.
It was the best birthday message I've ever gotten, too.
And we weren't even like friends back then. We just kind of knew each other from like commenting on friends' posts at that point.
Yeah, no, it was weird. I was like, who's this guy? Like, just out of nowhere, just sending this fabulous birthday message.
No, you asked me for it. You asked me for it. You're like George. I expect nothing but the best from you. And I'm like, well, you know what? Damn it, you're gonna get the very best from me.
That's right. But I still didn't really know you though.
No, we didn't know each other at all, which is great because I just sort of like cemented that like, oh crap, we're like the same person just from like different decades and states.
Yep. Yep. You're the Greek version. Daniel's bored or his ADD meds are wearing off. I don't know.
Well, I'm just trying to find the time to like with the credit roll and the banter that goes on in the credit roll right now.
I just thought it was way more interesting to figure out which is my better side for a live show.
You don't have a camera down lower?
But
I can get low. I could go very low. Oh, what's up, John?
This is
Long
good.
time no see. Haven't seen John. Mr.
Rigor.
DiStefano.
Rigor just joined us. Yeah,
Roger.
Please don't, Rigor. Don't watch the replay.
You got better things to do with your life.
Yeah, go watch the Grammys and then just go do something on Treehouse.
A buddy of mine posted yesterday. He's like, "You want to feel old? Watch the Grammys with my daughter because she's like loving it and has no idea who any of these people are." Which is kind of where I'm at now.
Yeah.
So anyway.
So what's next segment?
Credits. So just close your eyes, pretend they're there, and scene. So this is the part where
this is the part where we wait for Chad to
figure out how to end it.
To hit.
Why don't you roll like last week's credits?
I mean, we can do that.
It could be.
That's
Troy.
There you go.
All right, there we go.
We kept the skater.
Kaplan.
Yeah.
We should keep him as a. He should be. We should show him every show.
Cultural appropriation at its finest. A new musical based on the Greek myth. Mm-hmm.
The city of Troy.
Yeah. That wasn't Greek. Those were Turkish. Those were Turks. But anyway.
Greek, Turks, it's all the same, just different language. Actually, it's interesting. Greeks have not intermarried others for about 1,000 or more than 1,000 years. They've really kept themselves.
Hold on, I'm going to mute myself so I fart.
So if you go to Greece, they really are Greek there.
Ay. Daniel's apparently the Greek expert.
Yeah.
I've been to Greece, so it's...
Have you? I actually have never been to Greece.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That's unfortunate.
To the part where apparently George is going to start taking his clothes off.
Well, I mean...
And it's over, to Turkey. Right? It ain't over till the fat lady sings.
Wow.
This is the...
We're to put an NSFW warning on the episode now, I guess.
Yeah. I told you that's a very good chance that by the end of the episode, I will have disrobed.
Chad, at your age, hot flashes are to be expected, right?
I don't know. Do they get better, Chad? You're like what, 50, 60?
I'm not the oldest one in here. That would be Daniel.
Chad wants to run for the 80 over 80 or
can I ask you,
80 under 80.
What was in the promo you were asking about? You said something about like interim governor thing. Like what was that about? Like I didn't get that. Was that Daniel? Did Daniel write that? Because I didn't get it.
The what? The who? What?
The interim governor thing.
I figured you're going to take Cuomo's spot.
Oh, why would I do that?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
I think we're getting a clue right now. It's like
this week we went to New York City.
I figured this was your campaign right here.
Pending appointment as interim governor. Well, if it's pending a campaign for interim governor of New York, then I'm off to a great start by taking my shirt off.
Exactly. So I feel like I should have like a vote for George thing that popped up right now. Oh. Vote for George. He'll take the shirt off his back. He won't give it to you,
he's
but he'll take it off.
guaranteed
Hey, Mike
to
Dalton.
not get into any sex scandals.
Wow, that's
we even
really
got
white.
Mike Alton to comment.
Well, it's not
Look at that.
summertime yet, so the olive tone of my the melanin has not been activated.
This is the best part of the show. I can't
Press Alt F4 right now.
yeah.
Oh, it's
Should have done the whole show like this.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just let people just tune in and go. Jessica Phillips, your boss, she said OMG. So, if you were really committed, you would have shaved now into your chest.
Yeah, do it live.
I mean, it's not fade to chest. Is that what you said?
Fade to chest.
Shave.
Yeah,
Fade
that's
to
on my
chest.
stream deck. Oh, wow. Wow.
Only in Subpellucid, my friends.
Yeah.
Fade to chest.
You won't see that on Instagram Live.
Janet Jackson has nothing on us.
Pain in my neck. I got to find some muscle cream.
Oh my gosh! Now he's putting on
Oh, man.
ointment. Could it get worse?
Don't
Today on
ointment.
Subpellucid, the old Greek guy takes off his shirt and puts ointment on his back. And I think that's just before Facebook makes us do it.